Hello guys, welcome to the first video. I'm Yanis Tornisakis. This is Aligned Action, Empowering People. And today we're gonna talk about perception. Let's go. Here are some things to understand when we're talking about perception and how you can utilize perception to your benefit. First, when we're talking about perception, we're talking about levels of awareness, levels of consciousness. As David R. Hawkins talks about in his book, Power versus Force, it talks about 7 levels of consciousness. The first level is that of a victim. The second level is that of a person that is not a victim but is full of ego and is angry and all. The third level is when the transition happens from anger, from victimization, from all of those negative feelings, energies, and mindsets to that of a more understanding of oneself, of forgiving oneself, and actually taking action, taking responsibility. That's the third level of awareness, which is the most important level, because that's where the transition happens from being fully egotistical, blaming everyone else, rather than taking responsibility of your life and taking full responsibility and actually going forward, moving forward to where you want to be. From the 4th level and above, it all starts going upwards and you start being more empathetic and more aware of yourself, of others, of the world view, and what you can do to provide, how you can communicate better with people, how you can attract what you want in your life by being what you want to create. You create this movement of attraction and creation at the same time. Before I continue, hit that like button if you find this video valuable so the YouTube algorithm can help this channel grow. Now, this was all the theory. It's all good, but how we practice that? How do we develop our awareness? First of all, you gotta be willing to develop your awareness, because when you develop your awareness, you go through stages of discomfort, of being comfortable again, then being uncomfortable again, and going back and forth until you go to that place of new horizons. It's like the stock market. You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, but you have a positive trend line of going upwards, and that's how you develop your awareness. So it all starts with basically accepting that you don't know everything, that you have a specific percentage of knowledge. Depending on what you truly want to create in your life, which comes from self-awareness, right? What do I want? How do I want it? Who do I want to be? Who do I want to be with? All of that. You start developing your knowledge. And to develop your knowledge, you need to see basically who do you want to listen. You cannot be listening to your friend who doesn't know economics, who doesn't know financial literacy, and expect to get a result that you want, depending on your goal. Like if I want to make 5,000 euros per month passive income, I'm not gonna listen to my friend who is broke. I'm gonna listen to an expert, to a mentor who has already created this success for him. And even more, it all comes down to what you truly want. Why do you want it? Who is the best person to go to and learn what you truly want to create? And then you make a plan. You make that plan and you start creating, learning as you go, mistakes as you go, but you learn from your mistakes as lessons. They're not failures, they're lessons. So you either learn or you win, and you start winning and learning and winning and learning. And that grows to small goals being accomplished And that leads to big goals being accomplished, and that results to you being successful to where you want to be successful. From that point where you start your journey, you start developing your awareness on all the things that you want to develop, all the things that are of your interest, and you start developing knowledge here, there, how you want to do it, what's the best method. You start going from a mindset of criticism to that of a evaluation, not saying what's right or what's wrong, but rather what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And if you're, collaborating with a team on creating something, then you start seeing with your team the same thing. What works for me, what doesn't? What works for my team and what doesn't? So you start seeing the other side of the coin as well, of awareness, when working with other people, because you'll see in the end that it's not always about you. It's about what you create and who do you create it with. As you grow your awareness, you will start transcending from the me to the we to the us. What is this? It's basically the transcendence of yourself, going from your ego, which is the me part, which is basically what we all have egos, okay? But the most important thing is how we control our ego. How do we use our desires, our wants to our advantage without harming anyone and still getting what we want? And then you transcend to that place of we, of actually collaborating with other people, creating win-win situations, common ground of which you can create your foundations of collaboration, your foundations of partnership on what you want to create. And afterwards, you transcend from the we to the us. So the us is basically community-based, is putting yourself aside for the moment to actually provide for your community, for your organization. This happens a lot with entrepreneurs who are basically into team building. This happens with business owners who have a functional business and they need to provide for their business, for their community, in order for their community to bring back to that individual, to the business owner. So what happens is that you provide value to your community first. That is a seed that cultivates within the community and comes back so many times in return, because it's the law of attraction and the law of equivalent exchange, the law that says, as you give, so you shall receive. But when you receive multiple times more, because it creates a compounding effect. And when you compound what you give, it comes back tenfold. We have to understand that the whole thing of perception is understanding ourselves more and understanding how the world works, understanding how we work as humans, understanding how to communicate better with each other. Because money, all that we can see, buildings, everything, technology, we created it. So if we want to create something, we might as well start communicating better with human beings. We might as well start understanding how we operate, how we communicate, how we feel, all of that. All are part of perception. And that's what you need to understand and what you need to develop on in order to succeed in your life by your major purpose, which is a wonderful subject of discussion for our next video. I hope that you loved this video. I hope that you appreciated this video. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciated that you saw this video to the end. Please subscribe to that channel for more wonderful quality video, valuable tips on coaching, on perception, on self-awareness, on success, on finance, on trading, on investing. Please share this wonderful video with a friend of yours, with someone that if you find it valuable, it can help him out, it can help her out. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.